How to negotiate a credit card debt settlement, the process. Bankruptcy or struggling with debt can be scary, and people look forward to immediate relief from the situation. People who are trying to avoid bankruptcy or struggling with debt can seek help from debt settlement companies. These companies work with the creditors so that the debt can be resolved, helping the individual get free from debt as soon as possible. However, there are several debt negotiation services available these days, and not all can be trusted. It becomes necessary to select the best debt settlement programs so that there are no problems. DallasNews.com lists some of the best settlement companies as well as the various programs they provide so that people can get a sense of what is available. The love for credit cards. People love to use credit cards. It is tough to find someone who hasn't used credit cards because they are super convenient and the only way to get money in times of need. Credit cards can be a lifesaver at times because they allow consumers to fulfill many of their desires in simple steps. When cash is not available and there is a need to purchase expensive gifts, gadgets, or holidays, credit cards can help. However, not everything that appears appealing is always useful. It is easy to spend with the credit card, but one needs to keep track of the expenses or else things might get out of hand. Credit card spending without limits can lead to debt traps before one even realizes it. However, everything is not over yet, and there is a process to negotiate credit card debt settlement. Here is the process briefly described. What are the different options available? Negotiating with a company to adjust an amount is not easy because no one likes to forego money. People need to do some homework before they start the negotiations so that they are successful. Before the negotiation process starts, it is important to be familiar with the options that are available. If the credit card issuer is allowing debt settlement, then there are chances that the following alternatives are considered, though every alternate option might not work with everyone. Agreement to settle. In this situation, the credit card issuer can decide to lower the interest rate or reduce the payment that has to be made monthly. The issuer can also agree to waive off any kind of late fees that might arise. This option works well because, through this option it is possible to reduce the overall debt. The individual gets a chance to repay the total debt much more quickly. Lump sum payment. A person can negotiate a lump sum payment that is less than the total amount owed. However, this option is possible if there is sufficient cash available. This lump sum payment may be an option if the individual receives cash in the form of a job bonus or unexpected funds from a source. This is when the person agrees to a one-time payment and the issuer agrees to forego the remaining amount. An agreement made during difficult times. Sometimes an individual faces certain hardships, and it becomes difficult to pay an amount. At times, there is trouble repaying because of job loss, personal hardships, natural disasters, or illness. In all such situations, the individual can try and negotiate with the company, which might help in reducing minimum payments. Such a negotiation might also help reduce interest rates and charges. Strategies that can help in negotiation. There are different strategies that can help with the process of negotiation. These strategies are usually recommended by experts and often found to be quite successful. The individual needs to gather all the bills and then prepare a budget that can be carried along for negotiation. As talks happen, it is always recommended to continue making notes so that the individual understands what can work and what will not work. One needs to be quite clear about the amount that is owed and the time that is available. No one should stop negotiating until there is agreement on an amount that is easy to pay. It might take time and lots of patience so that the right deal can be reached. The most difficult part of the negotiation is talking to the creditor about the problems. Creditors are usually not willing to negotiate and would like to take as much as they can. However, individuals are advised to understand their options before they go ahead and talk about their credit.